Alright, so here's my goal. It's 2016, and for the next 12 weeks, I am going to speak into a camera and talk about what's going on for 5 minutes. So I got the timer running. So I'm currently reading a book called Linchpin by Seth Godin. Perhaps you've heard of it. And one of the things he talked about was the difference between job and work. And work is something that we do that is really more of an expression of ourselves. And he mentioned that the job, this more menial, mindless task, doesn't have to be one and the same as work. You can still have a job and then perform work on top of it. And on top of that idea, he also talked about what he calls shipping, meaning you create a product and without worrying about the perfection of it, which I tend to do, you just get it out. You just go, however it is. He referenced Saturday Night Live, and every Saturday it happens no matter what. And it's live, whether you're ready, whether you're not. That's how the show runs. So you're always left with a product, even if it's not the best, even if it's not polished as well as you could have. So this is really an exercise in that for me. So we might as well call this, hey, this is how to create a habit in 2016. So one more thought on how one should probably go about reading a book is how did that book change you? How did that book change your life? Maybe there's some awesome bits of knowledge that you derive from this book, but did you actually use that knowledge to change the way you're doing something, anything? So with this book, I want to be able to say, hey, I took at least one idea from it, and I started behaving. I started acting with it. So fostering a little bit less of my left brain, objective, number-driven, perfectionist sort of mindset, and just moving a little bit faster, where I don't necessarily worry about things being absolutely perfect. This is an idea that I remember from The Social Network, or something like that, with Facebook. There was a law of Facebook that if you are if you're not breaking something, you're not moving fast enough. So not worrying totally about perfection. So I'd also like to tie these videos into fitness somehow. And so based on that idea, this taking something away from a book, taking action, how often do we, envision and imagine some dream for ourselves of something that we can do to get better? But we only dream these things. We fantasize about them, but never actually do anything about them. Why? Because it's scary, obviously. This is the first time that I'm doing this, and the first 5 seconds felt absolutely horrible. And I have a performance degree. So those things are just something that at some point you just have to do them, and I'm doing it right now. And being okay, accepting yourself, being able to make mistakes. I think, as we get older and we deal with people who are more and more influential on us, we look up to these people, we don't want to let them down. We strive for this perfection. We strive to make them proud of us. But in doing so, we inhibit our own ability to grow and start something new and be green again, and be a student and be back in that childlike mind frame. So yeah, we're almost at 5 minutes here. So that's also part of the goal here. I don't want it to make it too long, and it has to be really off the cuff, raw, unedited. I just moved the camera too fast. It's a really sunny day, which you can see right now. It's also effing cold, but that's it right there, 5 minutes. All right, see you next week.